Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy V, the 4-job Fiesta for T&V Small Critter Rescue. Last episode we started up the North Mountain to get Bahamut, one of the final summons in the game. Bahamut and the Phoenix are the only two summons we need to get, and they just so happen to be in the dungeons in the northeast corner here, the North Mountain, and the southwest corner of the big desert, the Phoenix Tower. So, just went to Bahamut first because the Phoenix Tower pretty long, it's 30 floors high. The floors ain't big, but still takes a while to get through. So, I figured this one would be the easier one to go after first, because no new enemies in here, there's still the weak enemies from World 1. Bahamut, he's not too tough either. One thing you can do is, if it takes too long to defeat him, he'll let you start using the Mega Flare, and you can cast Reflect on your characters or equip Wall Rings. We got 2 of them in the last elemental dungeon in Istri Falls. That will put the permanent on. Of course, just casting on yourself, it has a time limit, so you might have to be careful and recast it again. But we're not going to worry about using the wall spell. We're just going to take him out with just damage with Flare, swords on Lenna and T&V. If Lenna connects with the Sword Dance, she'll basically do 9,999, basically take off a fourth of Bahamut's hit points, and Faris is just going to spam Holy. So, Holy's going to take off a good almost like 4,000, TNV is going to take off about 3,000 with a hit, so he'll be taking off a good chunk of his hit points just between Faris and TNV. And like I said, if Lenna gets that Sword Dance, he'll take off even more. So, yeah, we managed to finish him off pretty easily here. So, he has a few multi-targeting attacks. He uses the Aqua Wake, that blue magic. And that could be pretty painful, but otherwise he's not too bad. Like I said, his main issue is the Mega Flare, but if we take him out fast enough, he won't really do that, so... And the Mega Flare gonna hurt us a little bit, but we're gonna hurt him even worse with the Sword Dance. Yeah, with the Flare modifier, the Flare Sword modifier, and quadruple damage from the Sword Dance. Yeah, Bahamut not gonna be around too long, so... And of course we will get his summon, but we'll never use it, but I will show it off with the Magic Lamp. The Magic Lamp does every single summon in the game, with the exception of the Phoenix summon. So, if you want to see that one, you're going to have a summoner. So, maybe I can just transform into a summoner real quick and show it off. So, but if you want, you can always look at the previous Fiestas, where I do have a summoner. So, I'm just going to warp out of here, or basically just get out of here, you know, backtrack off screen, because the middle of the mountain is pretty easy. I'm not going to get lost leaving it, so... And we shouldn't get lost going to the Phoenix Tower, which is basically in the southwest here, crossing the desert. Now once we get close to the Phoenix Tower, like basically in the southern part of the desert, we can run into a new encounter, this land crawler enemy. And that's basically the last random overworld encounter that we have to encounter. Then all the other enemies that remain in the game are just found in dungeons. So, filling out our bestiary, just wandering around here, trying to find this land crawl. And he can be kind of annoying, but he's not too bad when we have the Hermes sandals, the speed shoes, because they grant the auto haste. And we'll be able to mainly outspeed him. The thing that he does that's bad is he casts Maelstrom, and what Maelstrom does is it basically reduces your characters down to single-digit hit points. So he'll use that Maelstrom on your characters, and then he'll hit you, but if you're really slow, he's kind of slow too, so you only have to worry about that if you're really slow. But with the Hermes shoes, we're getting so many turns that we're able to heal ourselves up before he can finish us off at low hit points. And one of the good things about this guy is he can drop elixirs, and elixirs are going to be very important in the Phoenix Tower. not that we're going to be using them on ourselves, but we're using them on an enemy in the Phoenix Tower. There's these magic pot enemies that when you can't defeat them because they basically like refill their hit points every turn, and they have 65,665 hit points. The max amount of hit points that an enemy can have, so the only way to defeat them, get their experience points and their ability points, they give 100 ability points, is to give them an elixir. It's random how many times it takes for them to take an elixir before they run away. Sometimes you get lucky, it takes like 1, sometimes most I've had was 6. So, now here in the Phoenix Tower, we have these walls, and remember what somebody said in the Village of Mirage, that you have to touch the walls to find the way up. If you touch the wrong wall, you get into a fight. I'll show one of them off. Those fights can be random, like usually like a boss type monster. You can run into Bandicles, which are those tough enemies in Exet's Castle. You can run into the Kuzo Beasts, which are in World 2 by Kuzar Castle. You can run into the Liquid Flame, the boss, from the steamship, or the Soul Cannon, which was outside the locker rooms where the Earth Crystal was. So you can run into like two potential bosses, but it doesn't matter if they run into them, because at this point in the game you're so much stronger. We were able to defeat those bosses back when we were at the beginning of the game, so you know, they're both World 1 bosses. So this shouldn't be too much of a problem. Sad thing is you can't really run from any of these enemies in here, so you're going to be forced to fight. But a lot of these enemies have good equipment to steal. That's why I have Lenna with the Thief Knife, because every so often the Thief Knife will use the capture ability, and the capture ability basically attempts to steal an item from capture. So we got a really good one right there, the Rainbow Suit. We'll put that on Dancer, and that removes the Tempting Tango from the Dancer's dances, and replaces it with the Sword Dance. So it basically moves Sword Dance from having a 50% chance of occurring to from 25% chance of occurring to basically a 50% chance of occurring. Because anytime Sword Dance would occur, anytime Tempting Tango would occur, the Sword Dance will occur instead. So it's really good that we got that equipment there. The other thing we're going to normally steal is there's these flower type enemies, and they have wall rings, so we're going to want to steal 2 of them off of them. Luckily it's a common steal, so 96% chance that you get it, but even then I have some trouble getting it. Actually, the battle that I have with them, that I have fighting them, I just can't get it. But then the next 2 battles that I fight with them off screen, I end up getting it. So, like I said, there's the rainbow thing you can only wear if you're a dancer. I'm gonna put that on. We can pass that Mirage shirt down to somebody else. I'll give it to TNV because he's always in the front row. A little less defense, but he'll avoid the first attack that goes after him, so save him some life there. Every 5 floors, the 5th, 10th, 15th, 20th, and 25th, not the 30th, you run into one of these things here. Yeah, 65,255 hit points. So I gave the wrong number earlier. I knew it was one that it was really high though. But yeah, basically they ask for an elixir. You give it an elixir, and they will run away, and you will reap the benefits. So, you know, pretty much going to max out our jobs here. Everybody's going to max out their job except for Lenna, because she's going to have to be, no, Cara, because she has to master the Dancer. But as you can see, everybody else has mastered their jobs. So Faris just mastered hers. And once Cara masters the thing, everybody will have their jobs mastered, and we can just put them in the classes that I want them in with their good sprites. TNV will be the White Mage, Lenna will be the Magic Knight, Cara will be the Geomancer, and Faris will be the Dancer. I think those are the coolest sprites. So like I said, as long as you know the right one to hit, you won't get into any of those random encounters. Like I said, if you do hit the wrong one, which I will do here, you'll get like an encounter with an enemy. So we got the soul cannon here. So, but as I said earlier, it's basically the same as it was back at the beginning of the game. So it'll be really easy to take out with all increased power and levels. I don't know why I used terrain there. Remember, this guy, he's immune to wind. They keep their same weaknesses, so... And, wow, we were only this strong when we first fought it. That was a pretty tough battle, I think, when we first fought it. So, yeah, we should have hit the left there, but as you can see, both places will take you to the right, to the next floor up. This one again. And now on a multiple 5 floor, so we're going to run into another one of those magic pots. Get some treasure. One always has an item, the other always has a bunch of money. So there's the flowers, those chamcubias. They were the ones that we want to steal the wall rings from. So we should be really focusing. For some reason, like I said, we're getting it's a common steal, which means it's 96.1% chance that you steal it. But you know, hey, odds are against me in this battle. The one battle that I I fight and show on screen, I don't get it, but the next 2 battles that have this enemy in it, I end up getting the wall rings, so it's my 4 wall rings that I want. That pretty much gets all the rings that I really need. The only other ring I don't have would be the Angel Ring. That prevents the old and zombie status, but neither of those statuses are really all that important, well, all that common. A few of these enemies here were using it with spores, but in the final dungeon, not so much, so it's kind of a waste to just go back to Mirage to get those. So you're much better using the Hermes Sandal, the running shoes, to increase your speed and get better, more turns. So we just gotta feed this guy elixirs and hope that he is happy and runs off, but this guy, he's not so accommodating as the last one, who ran away after just getting 1. So now, sometimes you see he flashes. He's restoring his hit points there. So like I said, you have to be able to deal that 65,255 damage to him between when he glows, and he glows pretty frequently. So yeah, it's you can defeat him if you have like a special setup. But it's kind of like the Go-Go fight, the Mimic in the Sunken Wars Tower, where it's just easier to fight it a different way. And by fighting, we're just throwing elixirs at it. Each one of those elixirs is 50,000 gil. So, luckily there's a lot of monsters that drop elixirs, mainly though toward the beginning of the game. There's some in the Sunken Shipyard that dropped elixirs. The Worm outside the Land Crawl, that drops elixirs, so you could kind of farm. Like I said, you need about, like I said, the most I ever had was 6. So, if you're playing the odds, probably if you have 30 elixirs, you should be good, even if you get like really terrible luck. I came in with 25, and it'll be enough for my needs. And once again, we just keep heading on up. Like I said, very boring tower. Like I said, the main gimmick is knowing what wall to push. But if you know what wall to push, you won't get into a lot of these encounters. So I meticulously jotted down which ones to do the first time I did a Fiesta. So that way I know exactly how to do it, and I don't want to, unless I want to show off the thing. Now, you will have to get into a fight in the last level, though. You have to, there's only, you don't have the choice of a left or right, you have to hit the center. And so you will get into one of those fights, so. But otherwise, you can avoid a lot of the combat in here. Like I said, the enemies are kind of annoying. We saw all the enemies that we can meet in here. A lot of them use those status effects. blue magic like the frog spell. That one, the dancer, the Belladonna, uses the roulette spell. No, that was the serpent lady, the Belladonna. And it can, it's a blue magic spell, but it instantly defeats whoever it lands on. So, but it can also land on an enemy. So, well, that's it for this episode. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.